before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service.
Outside the palace, 100,000 people surged forward in a solid mass. They wanted Elizabeth. They wanted Philip.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Now, as your queen and as a grandmother, I say from my heart, first, I want to pay tribute to Diana myself. Benefit of historical hindsight. We can all see things which we would wish had been done differently, or not at all. I think continuity is very important. It is a job for life.
She was the longest-serving monarch in British history. For 70 years, Queen Elizabeth was a figurehead for her country and the Commonwealth. She led the church, guided her family through often turbulent times, maintaining her dignity and composure. Her first instinct, always, to perform her duty.
I think she must have been the most successful monarch we've ever had.
Coach, 2 centuries old, bearing the young queen to her crown. The huge wave of cheering travels with her, pouring along the Mall as though it would lift her and carry her on her way.
The Queen was delighted when Charles announced his engagement to Lady Diana Spencer. The public and the media entranced.
I'm amazed that she's been brave enough to take me on.
And I suppose in love.
Of course.
Whatever in love means. So.
The wedding was a global television event that put the monarchy's popularity at its peak. But increased media intrusion and the breakdown of the marriage, as with that of Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, was to profoundly wound the institution and shake the Queen herself.
The 1990s, really, we see the clash of the monarchy and the media.
A few months later, the Queen and Prince Philip celebrated their golden wedding anniversary, and after a tough year, both uncharacteristically spoke openly about their lives together. Philip gave a rare insight into the qualities that made their royal marriage a happy union.
Of course, after 50 years of experience, I find there's a great temptation to give advice. The trouble is that no 2 marriages are quite alike. However, I think that the main lesson that we've learned is that tolerance is the one essential ingredient of any happy marriage. It may not be quite so important when things are going well, but it is absolutely vital when things get difficult. And you can take it from me that the Queen has the quality of tolerance and abundance.
2002 marked her Golden Jubilee, 50 years on the throne. The combination of events led to an upsurge in support for the monarchy. The affection for her at an...
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Good evening, Your Majesty.
After initially opposing Charles marrying Camilla Parker Bowles, the Queen eventually came round to the idea. It was a symbolic moment for the royal family, a time of reconciliation and forgiveness. The weddings of the Queen's grandsons seemed to herald a more open and younger-looking monarchy. When Prince William married Kate Middleton from outside the aristocracy, and then when Harry married Meghan Markle, these were some of the most watched events ever.
Meghan and Harry.
Remarkable 70 years as monarch amidst national celebrations.
Your Majesty, Mummy, you have been there for us for these 70 years. You pledged to serve your whole life. You continue to deliver.
Tea?
And once again, she delivered a comic turn with a famous screen idol.
I do hope you're having a lovely jubilee.
At 96, she was seeming ever more frail and had to miss out on some of the long weekend of events. The core family surrounded her on the balcony, signalling a new, streamlined monarchy of the future. In a rare documentary in 1992, she reflected upon her role.
If you live in this sort of life, which people don't very much, you live very much by tradition and by continuity. You have to sort of work out in your own mind the hard work, and then what you enjoy in retrospect from it, of the people you've met. Like the small soldier I was giving a gallantry award to, and I said that was a very brave thing to do. Oh, he said it was just the training. And I have a feeling that in the end, probably, the training is the answer to a great many things. You can do a lot if you're properly trained. And I hope I have been.
In a little over a week's time, we will come together as a nation, as a Commonwealth, and indeed a global community, to lay my beloved mother to rest. In our sorrow, let us remember and draw strength from the light of her example. On behalf of all my family, I can only offer the most sincere and heartfelt thanks for your condolences and support. They mean more to me than I can ever possibly express. And to my darling Mama, as you begin your last great journey to join my dear late Papa, I want simply to say this: thank you. Thank you